look at me. Let me dirty up your mind. I'll sprinkle your heart here and see what I can find. The clearest of the clear, the strangest of the strange, the coldest of the cool, the lamest of the lame, the meanest of the time. I hate to see you here, the joke behind the smile, the fake behind the fear. The clearest of the clear.
Check out the crowd. It's intense. There's heaps of people.
Rick drums, Rick Murray.
Oh right, drummer and guitarist and singer-songwriter Tim Wheeler. So how's the day been for you guys?
It's been okay. It started at 6, which wasn't very nice. Yeah.
Started at 6?
Yeah, we got up. Why do we do these things?
We're in Sydney, we had to fly up here, so we had to get up at 6 to get a flight.
Last night didn't finish till 6:15.
Did you get mentally prepared for this long Livid Festival?
Yeah, I had a coffee this morning to pick me up.
Did you put your block out on, being from Ireland? I mean, the sun is...
I'm pale skinned.
I actually tan quite well.
I tan very badly, so I'm going to get it.
Hey, I wanted to ask about Owen Morris. He worked with Owen Morris, who does Oasis and stuff.
Yeah.
What's that like working with him?
It's great. It's alcoholic and that kind of thing.
Do you collaborate with him, or do you go in there, when you go into the studio, do you already kind of know what you're going to do and say, this is us?
Yeah, we sort of tie him up in bondage gear and stick an apple in his mouth, and whenever, if he sort of nods during a song, then we keep, we bring out ideas, and and if he's into it, he nods his head.
We kick him around the studio.
Yeah, and that kind of whip him a bit, but if he's not into it, then...
Oh, it's good to have that.
That's basically what he does.
What's been a good sort of tour highlight? What do you reckon? Anything that springs to mind?
Thailand was really mad. We were just there about 2 weeks ago, and then Japan was really crazy.
Japan would have been like heaps of the fans are quite intense.
Yeah, actually, but the worse than Thailand, they're really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really go crazy.
So when do you find time to write your music? When you're touring, or when you're on the road, or is it sort of like when do you have time? You guys have been kind of busy right now.
I don't know. Well, we haven't really been doing much of our music, just for the last few months.
What?
It's just an excuse to feel everyone.
Really?
Yeah, that's all our music is, just an excuse to feel everybody.
Hey, how's it going? Alright. There is this rumor about they say you're leaving nothing. And my days are gone. And see with another guy. All downtown and stop and run. That's how you're leaving your head. Just want me to go. Don't you want me to go? Don't you want me to go? Tell me, don't you want me? Yeah, you're losing your mind. They say you're leaving the head. I'm about to get around. Get guards in a hot spot.
I'm here with Craig, Greg and Art from Everclear. Thanks for taking the time out to come on our show.
My pleasure.
What's the one thing when you go back to America so far that you're going to say stood out about Australia?
All joking aside, how nice the people were. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. We all agree on this. I've only met one unpleasant person. It was this guy who was, I didn't meet him. He was just walking down the street in King's Cross, beating people up drunk. Until a bigger guy finally beat him up.
Oh, that's
He just picked little guys and he was beating up all of them.
It's like the fish thing out here, you know? It's a bigger fish gets a little fish.
That's kind of the way life is, isn't it?
When your daughter grows up, if she comes and says, Dad, I want to be a rock star, what would be the one piece of advice you'd give her?
I don't know how to be a rock star. That's probably our problem. I think we'd sell more records if we knew what was going on. We need to dress more like like Space Hog. You know those guys?
Oh, yeah, I've seen them, yeah. No, you guys are doing okay. You go.
Yeah, you leaving me. I know you're leaving the head. Leaving me. I know you're leaving the head. The head. The head. The head. This is called Pink Triangle.
Are you willing to come with me? Okay, you just stay there and watch.
Followed our map, gone through the hordes of people that are here to the sort of acoustic stage, which is sort of behind all the big sort of stage 1 and stage 2, and Ben Lee will be performing right behind me. With Ben Lee, who's just finished stage 4, his acoustic set, which was pulled a bit of a big crowd. How'd you feel up there in the heat?
Yeah, I felt hot. It was a very sort of like whole like sexy atmosphere over there. You know, a lot of youths around. I know
there are a lot of chicks up the front, man.
Yeah, good atmosphere happening. You know,
it was just nice to have that sort of acoustic stage away from all the sort of the main stages, just as a bit of a, you know, when you wanted to sit down and reflect.
Oh yeah, well, you know, that's I try and offer a bit of, you know, introspection over at the acoustic stage.
Yeah.
That was how I was asked to come up here, you know, for that reason.
Oh, right, good.
Kind of a meditative process.
So you've never been to
the moshes.
You've never been to a Livid before?
No, I've never been to Brisbane before.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How are you finding the heat?
Yeah, it's very, very hot, but it's all right. Yeah.
So how are you sort of concentrating on your studies as well as like your music career and writing songs? Like, how do you have time?
Well, I haven't written songs for a while now, like for a month or something, but I'm just trying to work a bit, you know. It's once, I just got to think it's just a month and I'll do it and then it'll be over. And
exactly.
So that's my...
Oh, well, have good luck with your studies. I mean, HSC is kind of pretty taxing, sort of.
Very taxing. It's pretty horrible, actually. It's pretty inhumane what they make you go through, but I just think like so many other people survive it every year, I'll probably make it too. So.
You could probably write a good song about it afterwards or something, or your journey through the HSC.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to want to distance myself from it mentally as much as possible once I survive it, you know.
And now, are you going to travel overseas or do something? You sang a song that sounded like that you were checking out or something.
Well, in December, I'm going to record a new album in LA, and then next year I'm just going to tour pretty much like all over the place. Like, I'm going to France and Japan and England, so that'll be cool, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Next year's like the year to go and like, you know, just sow my wild oats and, you know.
So I'm here with Daniel and Chris from Silverchair here at Livid Festival. It's getting a bit later on in the afternoon. Guys, I was just talking to Everclear, and they were kind of saying that they had to act like your dads when you're on tour.
They do. They're our guardians, yeah. Parental advisors.
So what kind of punishment does he give when you come up and say moon him during an interview?
He grounds us.
Grounds?
Yeah, we're not allowed out.
While you're over in the US, did you get a feel that the US were picking up on the Aussie vibe while you're over there?
Yeah, they seem to be. First time we went around, there was like not really any like Australian music there at all. The last time we went, we were seeing people with UMI t-shirts and Ammonia t-shirts. It was really good to see that they're starting to get into Australian music.
Now, when you've got a big album and stuff, and you're in year 10, you're in year 10 when it went out. How do your classmates kind of treat you? Do they give you a bit more stick, or do they give you a wider berth?
No, it was good actually, because we sort of like been to school with them sort of like since we were in kindergarten and all that sort of stuff, so it's the same blokes.
What's the coolest thing you've seen in the world?
My dog.
Like Disneyland?
My dog.
Did you go to Disneyland?
My dog's the coolest thing.
The coolest thing? What about you? Do you think his dog's the coolest thing?
Oh, it's a pretty cool dog.
It's a pretty cool dog.
Yeah.
Album for Silverchair due for release when?
I think February, man. January,
Are
February.
you still recording? Have you been in there?
We're just doing sort of final mixes now.
Vinyl mixes now. Do you have a title?
No.
Don't have a
Not
title?
that I know of.
Is it going to be the same kind of creative process to get a title for this album as the last album? Which was just basically, frog song, cool.
This one's just like, we want to have a theme for it, so our live shows have more of a theme, and it's a bit more like a rock show, I guess.
Backstage, stage 1 at Livid with the guys from Regurgitator. I've got Ben and I've got Martin. Plays drums. Plays drums, and you play rhythm. You play bass guitar. I'll give you something out there.
Plays rhythm bass.
Rhythm bass. So how have you enjoyed today's festivities?
It was fun. There was lots of people.
you hear it in there? Can you hear it in the music?
I'm pretty horrified.
The Kung Fu sing. Yes, the Kung Fu sing. The Kung Fu sing.
So when you go in the studio, do you concentrate on the different sounds, or do you concentrate on lyrics, or?
Just trying to get enough songs, is that?
Really?
Yeah, we used to do the music first and try and do the music, and then if lyrics come together, they will. Yeah.
The Kung Fu sing. The Kung Fu sing. The Kung Fu sing. Yeah, it's the king.
Really wanted her, and it was worth the airfare from Scotland.
Oh, it's definitely worth it. We, Butch and Duke, who aren't here, and myself, that taught. We worked together for years, playing in bands in the studio and stuff. And wanted to make a record and make a band, and hopefully, you know, see where it takes us. And we needed a singer because all of our singing abilities are very minor.
And you happened to be in Scotland, or you'd seen a video of MTV Scotland or something?
Believe it or not, it was American MTV, and she was on there in a band called Angelfish. And I think they played the video once, and we happened to see it. Called her up at home. She was doing the dishes, I think. And what were you doing? I don't know what. I don't want to know.
Does that feel pretty good? Does it?
Yeah.
To get a call from American guys.
It's a real modern 90s version of Cinderella.
Actually, you know, we actually feel really lucky to be able to do all this stuff, and you know, sometimes it isn't always great, but usually it's a great honor to be able to, you know, fly around the world and talk to people and play for people. And
What's the biggest crowd you guys have done?
Reading Festival?
Yeah, and the one in DC was like 200,000 people in Washington DC in America. It was massive.
And who was that with?
It was a big radio show, yeah.
Yeah, it was like all day. It was a thing like today.
Yeah. And the Smashing Pumpkins?
That's going well.
It's going well?
Yeah.
It's going well, great guys?
Yeah.
Super great.
Do you get to hang out much?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We had some tea with them now and then.
We took Billy to watch the Arnie Schwarzenegger movie Eraser.
Oh!
Super lo-fi, super bad.
Terrible.
Billy sat there like that.
Whose suggestion was it?
I think it was not mine. It actually might have been mine.
Let's go to the movies. I want to see
I got up in the middle of the movie, went out, phoned somebody in Scotland for 40 minutes, came back, got into my seat, and I hadn't missed anything on the plot.